Hey, it's me, it's Brandon T here with the Painting with Magic show. And today I thought we'd do a nice little lighthouse painting with a nice little sunset on the background, nice little foreground here. So what we do here is I have a lighthouse already sketched out on my canvas panel. This is a canvas panel, 16 by 20 canvas panel. And this little lighthouse, I sketched it out on a piece of computer paper. And then took a piece of graphite paper, stuck it on here, then stuck my sketch on top of it, drawed it on top of there so I could transfer it to here. And then I took some of my black canvas seal and I just darkened in the most important areas, like the areas on top here, then on top of my little house down here, my little door windows. And then I took a pencil and just sketched out some trees and things where I thought I would have them at, maybe some rocks, and then a little horizon line as a guide. So then I took canvas seal and I've done the bottom area here. So I already have my darks in. And then I have amazing white on top and I have some amazing clear down here at the bottom. Alrighty, so we're ready to go. So let's take a 2-inch landscape brush and let's go into a little bit of cadmium yellow. Just a little bit of that. Okay, and let's go up here now. And we'll start here at the bottom. It doesn't matter if I go in the water or not, I don't really care. So let's go right through here. And what I've done here also is I took a little piece of masking tape and I masked out my lighthouse and the little house there as well. Okay. So let it go up here. And then when I got this brush here going, take a little titanium white. And we'll just put a little bit right through here. Just want to make it a little bit brighter. Back to the yellow, and then we'll put a little bit in that water area. And you may be wondering why my sketch hasn't been removed. That's because I took regular hairspray and sprayed it over top of the pencil. So if you take this a regular number 2 pencil and do your sketch, you can take some hairspray, spray over top of it, let it dry, you do it a couple times, and your sketch will not go away. You'll be able to paint right over top of your sketch and it won't bleed into the oil paint. Okay. Let's go into a little bit of yellow ochre. Just a tiny little bit of yellow ochre. Just a little bit, not too much. And that's one a little bit there, so I'll do little swirls. Okay, so I'm just doing circles right now. I just want a little bit of this yellow ochre up here. And I'm using, like I said, a canvas panel. And our canvas panels are great for brush work. So if you want to do brush work, and no mountains or anything like that with a knife or anything, then the panels are just perfect for that. A lot of people say you can't use panels with this technique of painting, and I've been using panels for a long time. It used to be my favorite thing to paint on was panels, and I still like painting on them still today. But they're fantastic. They don't take up much room. So if you have hardly any room, if you live in a smaller area, say you live in an apartment or something like that, then panels are a great thing because you can stack about 5 of these to one stretch canvas. Okay, so I think I got that. Next I'm going to take a number 6 fan brush and I'm going to go into some of the phthalo blue, just a little bit of phthalo blue, not too much, just a tiny bit, just to stain the bristles. And what I mean by staining the bristles is they're just enough to stain the bristles. You can still see the bristles coming all the way through because this is a very strong pigment in this paint. So let's go up here and see what we got. I don't want too much. We can always reload it. But let's see, like I said, it's super strong. So I'm just going to go through here and make open areas. Do not touch this area because it will go green on you, but a little of that green wouldn't hurt up here. It would make a nice soft green, but try not to touch it. Okay. Now I'm going to grab another fan brush, and I'll take alizarin crimson, and I'll do the same thing with this. Okay, and we'll start down here before we do the areas. Down here you're going to do with the crimson before you touch the blue, because once you touch that blue, you know, you're going to start getting a color you may not want to see up here, at least not right off the bat. Now, it's very important. I cut this out using a craft knife, like an X-Acto knife. I taped this off, and I cut out the outside edges using an X-Acto knife. Like I said, it's a canvas panel, so it's going to be hard to cut through this. So then I come here where the rails are at, I cut that out, and then I cut the inside out that way that I can see the sky coming through it. And the rest of it's got some just regular masking tape on it. So I'm just going to figure out where I want some of this crimson to go. I'm just reloading it to a little more crimson. Wherever I want it to be stronger at, I'll add more. If I don't want too much, I'll just let it go and let the amazing white dull it down some for me. So I get like a nice peachy color down through here. So I want more crimson in the brush, so I add even more to it. Not too much, just a little bit more. Then I'll go right back up here again. See, I want it a little stronger. Then we'll come back and we'll blend it all nicely together. But right in those white spots that we painted, left open when we painted the blue, that's where you want your crimson to go. Okay, just let it go in those areas. Then we can come back and we can throw some blue in as well. It doesn't really matter. You can do that. But this is a fun project. It's a great class project. So if you're one of my instructors, art instructors, a Brad Thomas certified instructor or associate or master instructor, this one's going to be a great one in your classes because you're going to be getting some, this will really fill a classroom up. You'll get a lot of more new students and things like that. And if you're looking at becoming an art instructor, come and join my team. You can paint these projects from the show and our books, and they're great. We get so many people calling and asking about art instructors in their area. So it's a great time to join the program. So I'll take a little more of this blue on the number 6 fan brush. And let's go back in these areas and throw more blue in. Okay. Make it blue a little stronger in some areas. And it's just phthalo blue. Okay, that's good. I like that pretty good. Now what I do is I'll take a nice clean 2-inch landscape brush and I'll come in here and I'll blend this all together. Make sure you blend your bottom areas first before you go in there and start blending the tops. And before I do that, I'm going to take a clean number 3, and I'll go into some yellow ochre. And down here at the bottom I want some of this. More clouds down here. Just let this brush go everywhere. Take your brush and put it straight in there and just do some that dance. Do some circles and spinning around, and there you go. And then we'll just soften it down. Okay, and we'll just come here and soften the whole thing. Now canvas panels, it's really easy to see brush lines or brush scratches. So you may want to use a softer brush. And I will come back and I'll use my Hake brush to soften them down a little bit more. Just because I want the little lines to go away. But I'll take a dirty fan brush that had the alizarin crimson on, and I'll go into some titanium white. And I just want to throw in some things. Through there. And that's fine with me. I'll use my old Hake brush real quick, so it's dry. And this is a great Hake brush because it's a 2-inch Hake brush, which means I have more area to blend with. Always wipe your Hake brush off when you're blending because it picks up a lot of the paint. Okay. Alright, let's grab a little script liner brush. And just thin down some of this white. And a little bit of yellow in there. I'm just taking a little bit of Amazing Clear with that. And thinning it down. Okay, go up here. Let's see where it might be some nice little cloud. This will be the silver lining. Okay. It's a super easy way to do them. Maybe some down through here. Just take your time with it. If you need a little more amazing clears, add it to it. You can even add mineral spirits if you want to, but I don't really recommend it too much. Okay. That looks okay to me. Maybe at home you can stand back in your studio and you can look at it and see things that you may want to change or add to it. But here I don't have that opportunity to do that because I gotta get this done as soon as possible. Okay, let me grab a clean hake brush and I'll try to soften them down just an itchy bit down here at the corners. Pop this out a little bit. And soften it down. You just want to touch the corners, the edges. Make sure you, like I said, get the little lighter areas first before you go into the blue areas, because you have to wash your brush off and you want a nice dry brush for this. Just soften those edges, just where it starts at and ends. Use your finger for that. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now that I got my sky basically how I want it to go, I'm going to take a 1-inch landscape brush and I'll take some yellow ochre. I'm going to do some yellow ochre. And let's put a little land area down through here somewhere. Just like that. There's a nice little land area. There we go. You can lift it up, get some of those nice little trees or whatever's back here on that island. Be a nice little island. Okay. I'm going to take the fan brush that had the blue on it. I'm going to go right into this blue. And down here at the bottom of this area here, it's kind of open. We want to just do this right here. Little rocky motions. Right into the water. Okay. Then switch off and go into the red one. The one that had the crimson on it. And then going through there as well. To get nice and realistic looking water, there's the biggest secret that most artists don't want to tell you. Use multiple colors in your water. That's how you get realistic looking water. Now this is going to be a sunset, so obviously we want to throw those colors in that we've used in the sunset. Well, it doesn't matter which way you put it in there, it just looks nice that way. I want a few more strips of the blue in it. I really like blue as well. Okay. Now what I'll do is, before I remove that masking tape, I'm going to take titanium white with a palette knife. And I'll get a nice little roll of paint right on the edge of that knife. Okay, let's go back here now. We're going to just touch the knife. Let the knife just touch. Keep it as straight as possible. Now with the canvas panel, the paint is just going to touch it and it's going to pull right off for you because all that this is nice and hard surface. With a stretch canvas, a lot of people have a hard time getting that paint to come off like this. So I always say use a panel for that type of stuff. But most knife work, you want to use a stretch canvas because you can push a knife in, you can blend with it. And okay, that looks good to me. Always have the light on the water, or the light on anything needs to always come to the viewer. So when you're painting this, well, make sure that light is coming to the viewer. If you have it on the side, it'll just look off. Okay, I think it's time to pull that masking tape off, so I'll set off this palette for a minute. Then I'll grab a palette knife. May not need to use it down here at the bottom, but if I can get a hold of it. Okay, so there's one piece. Now I just used what I had at the time, which was the little small 1-inch stuff, a little smaller than that, but I would recommend 2-inch masking tape. But we can start to see what I've done with the black and white canvas seal. Okay, I come underneath this one and I can pull it off. Just take your time with this. There we go. Now you can see I didn't tape off everything because that black is so strong I can see through everything else because everything else is transparent. Okay, so you can see what I've got here. I just put the black canvas seal in here for the windows, up through here, some lines there for the windows there, up here for the light and little roof, and then up here for the rails. I didn't put anything in here because we can make our shadows and things here just fine without it. And I put a little gray canvas seal there so I can see the ins and outs of this house. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I want to start from up here and work it down. So we'll wash out the little grab ones right here anyway. Okay. Let's go ahead and thin down some ivory black. And I'm going to use ivory black, and I'm going to use some Amazing Clear to thin them down with. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go ahead and put the roof in. And you can just draw you a lighthouse out. I may have a pattern on the website for this lighthouse that you might be able to do. But if I don't have a pattern there, it ain't that hard to draw the lighthouses out. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're doing the rail now. And that paint should be nice and thin. It should be working for you. If you're using a really long liner brush, sometimes it's harder to maneuver it around for detail, things like that. Okay. Before I get too far into this area there, I should have already done this, but I got a couple of these liners going. Actually, I could just use this one. I'm gonna go ahead and these are gonna be the glass windows on this lighthouse. And so I'm going to show you how to make this look like there's like real glass in here to reflect the sky, because it's going all the way around it, and over here on this side of the lighthouse, the sky's going to be reflecting on it. So what we'll do is we'll take and we'll throw some little yellow with the liner brush on it. Throw a little bit of that yellow on there. Hopefully you can see if I'm not in the way. Get the yellow in. Then we will grab a little of the crimson. We'll just take a little Amazing White and the crimson together. Leave some of that white in there as well. That way that it look like a glare on it. Get a little crimson on this side. And then go ahead and wash this brush out. Now I'm going to do this blue, phthalo blue, I'm sorry. A little phthalo blue. And then we can just put the blue through here. Just a little bit of that blue on this side. I'll take a little Amazing White. Because again, you don't know what's on this side. We're just throwing what's in the sky back here in these glass panels. Okay. I mean, you can do it however which way you want to do it, but that's how I like to do it. If you want to, you could try softening it together, or however you want to do it, but don't really have to. But if it makes you feel better, you can soften it a little bit with your liner brush. We'll go back now to the black. That liner brush had the black on it, nice and thin. Put those bars in now. Okay. Before I get down to too much, I'm gonna go ahead and take some Amazing White with this. A little bit more. I'm gonna make up a gray. May add a little more black to it. Okay. I'll take that gray and we'll run it right through here. I want that bar to be in front. I have a couple back there in the back. Then we'll run that gray right through here. Give it some more dimensions. Okay, something like that. Now I'll take my same old liner brush. I want a little bit more of a lighter color so we can put even more of a highlight on that. If you can even see that. Think about like so. Okay, now this down here is dry. Let me wash this brush out. It's dry down here. So what I'll do is I'll take some of the titanium white. I'll take a little amazing white with that. About 50-50 mixture, so it's a little more creamier. And then we'll go down here. I'm just using a bright brush. So, like a flat, it's just a little bit different. Now I'll take some of this gray we had going. Okay, and this will give me some shadows and things back here. Because this is a round object, so like I said, anytime you want to make something look round or moving or look realistic, give it a few different colors. Like 3 colors, sometimes 4. So like I always would say is remember 1, 2, 3, and sometimes 4 for that, and you'll get some nice effects. So I'll go back to the titanium white and stuff we had, an amazing white. I'll brighten it up even more on this side. And I'll go here and I'll start to blend it back, lightening it up the areas. Okay, a little black, a little blue, crimson. Make sure you get a nice shadow tone mixed up, not too dark. We'll see what we got now. That's good. Looks pretty good to me. We can throw a little bit of that through here as well. Try to do as much as I could on it today for you. That way that you get the idea of what I'm doing. Alright. We'll go back into that liner brush with the black. And then we'll just go right back up on it and touch it back up again. Put our little windows. Okay. Go ahead and wash this brighten brush out. And see, that's not that hard to do a little lighthouse. You just have to draw it out, and after that's pretty much done. We'll go through some of the black and some of this white color here, make a Nice gray tone. And we'll just put our roof on him. Pretty easy there. And then we'll go back to some white and things like that. And you need to make a gray first, even if it's going to be a white house. Which we're getting this gray through here. A little bit more white. A little white bounce. Okay, that's good. But this one's not that hard of a project. It's not really that hard of a project because most of this was done in pretty quickly. The hardest part is going to be drawing out your little lighthouse and then taking some black canvas seal and some white canvas seal and coming through here and doing that and then taping it off. That's the hardest part of this whole project. Super simple. Super simple project. I'm going to really enjoy this one, I think. We could take a little of that black. And outline that up. Then we'll have a little door. Okay, and that's pretty much the house there. It's pretty simple, but I'll just cut them off a little bit more. Alrighty, so there's your little house and little house there. Very simple to do. So let's go ahead and mix up our main dark color today. We'll take some ivory black, sap green, alizarin crimson, some phthalo blue, a little burnt umber in there, just some darks, all your darks in there. Alrighty, let's get into here. Let's get monkey faced on it now. Let's take a little of this 1-inch landscape brush. Let's get in here now. That's good and dark. Like I said, I got a little amazing black down here. Get it in there. Just tap it. Just tap it. Just barely touch it. Get all those nice little grassy textures. I designed these brushes so I can get soft and I can also get textures with them, and I get so much things with them. I do a lot with these brushes. They're very unique, very different. And get them in here, get some. Okay. Going to a number 6 fan brush. And put our little evergreen trees. Like I said, I had some sketches on here. That way I can just make my life a little easier today. Of where I kind of wanted to lay it out at. You can lay out your evergreen trees however you want to lay them out. Something about like that. Nice evergreen tree. That's a big old evergreen tree. Then we have a little smaller one here. Just make them however you want to make them. We have one right here. And a smaller one there. Yeah, there's a touch of something right there. There we go. A few little things like that. Okay, so I want to make some rocks in here, right down below that. Just wipe off the old flat brush, your little bright brush. And I'll take some burnt umber, touch of ivory black. And I'll lay down some. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our rock now over here. We just loaded up with a little burnt umber and a little ivory black. So nice little rock over here. A nice soft rock. You don't want a nice soft rock, I'll use my flat brush here. Just like I said, these are brushes I'm testing out for the product line. I've been trying out different ones. I may add a few more brushes to the line of these products. So I got a few rocks here, and we'll go ahead and we'll highlight those now. We'll take a little titanium white, a little yellow ochre, a little burnt umber still in that brush, and a touch of alizarin crimson just to make it a little warmer. Let's go back here now. And this will be the first part of the highlight. Like I said, I like to add a few different tones, playing around with it until I get the tones right. Okay, then I'll add more of the white to it, so you can see what color I'm mixing. So just play around with it. Don't try to get the color at one time, because you're never going to get it at the right time. You see that? Nice soft rock. Take more titanium white. We take a little cadmium yellow with that. To that brown. See that even? Just throw a little bit of the yellow in there with it. Then I'll go into titanium white almost by itself. Okay, that's good to me. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will put a little bit of a tree trunk in those. Don't want too much detail back here. Then we'll take an old fan brush and we'll make us a highlight color here. Cadmium yellow, all that dark tree color we was using, and a little amazing white. And I'm going to tap the brush into it. Now I'll just come in here and I'll just give them a nice little highlight. Okay, think about like that. This over here can get a little high as well, and then we'll make a little bit brighter tone. Okay. Now I'm going to take my, I'll take this 2H brush here, it has some yellow on it, and make a nice grass color. We'll go through the yellow ochre, some cadmium yellow, some like dark green tone. There's a little touch of amazing white in it as well. And we're going to start making our grasses. Just one touch. One little more amazing white. Not too much, but just enough to kind of thin it down a little bit more. That's better. There we go. Get more paint out. There's a nice little bit of grass going on. However soft you want, you go back over it multiple times, however which way. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and we'll take a fan brush, to burnt umber with it, a little black. And then we'll make our little road here goes to the house. Then I'll just take a 1-inch brush and I'll go back to that grassy color and a little yellow too much. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just gonna go over top of that. Then I'll take a little white and brown. And I'll use the fan brush to kind of just tap. Okay, and then I want to put a big rock in here now. I'll use black and brown. And I like to have a rock right here. And then we can just highlight that using that color we used earlier. No pressure on it. I can even take a little crimson if I wanted to, and some white. And throw on that rock, that's good. Back to that old 1-inch brush. Oops. We can blend that back out again. It's fine. Okay, there we go. And we almost got a finished little painting here. So what I want to do is I want to take a fan brush here. It's pretty clean. I'll make a nice thin white color here. Just dip into a little paint thinner and a little amazing clear. Put this down. And I'll splatter first on a paper towel. Oops. A little too thin, but that's good. You get the idea. We're just making some little flowers, little wildflowers. As many as you like. And then we come back and just get rid of those little dots. Alright. Then what I want to do is we'll thin down, we'll actually thicken that up. I want a couple seagulls up here. There. One in there. Over there. And when I got this paint on here, I want to put my little fins in here real quick. I use the white color. There. Nice little fence. Okay, then I'll just make me a little yellow. Make a nice orangey tone. And we'll make this little beak here. Need to thin down a little bit. Like that. Then I can use that grayish tone color. Doop, doop. There we go. I think with that I have a finished little painting. I think I'll go ahead and sign this one. Now I'll sign over here. Hope you enjoyed this little painting. This will be the our season finale for season 4. It's been an amazing season. I tried to make this season totally different than our seasons we've had before. All kinds of different painting projects and so many different lessons. That way you have so many different projects to do, to learn from, and I wanted to make this season the best one we've had yet, and I really think it has been. It's been a super fun season. Season 4. With this episode we'll have 40 painting projects. 40 episodes, 40 full painting episodes. Most of them ranging from 30 minutes, some an hour, a little over. Super fun. And this one here is finished. And before I go today, before we sign off, I want to do our winners of our giveaway. And I have their names written out here. I posted on Facebook, on our Facebook, on our social media pages. And right here on YouTube, I posted a little small video of our little giveaway we're going to do on season 4 finale. And I'm going to try to, on every finale, I'm going to try to do a giveaway on it. But anyways, the first winner, and it's on the Banger brush, and my new little brush that I have now available, little Banger brush. The winner for this is Chris GOBBETT. I believe that's how you pronounce your last name. I'll have your name on the screen, or I'll try to have your name on the screen for this. But you've won the Banger brush, and please send me your address to BradThomasArt@AOL.com, and I'll get this shipped up to you as soon as possible. Okay, so that's our winner on the Banger brush. All you had to do was share your favorite episode of Painting with Magic. Okay, and for the winner of our Grumbacher pre-tested set, or our main little prize here for this one, and I hope I pronounced your name right. So our Grumbacher pre-tested set goes to Bonnie Kless, or Bonnie Klass. I'm not really sure how you pronounce your name, but again, I'll try to have your name on the screen. And please send me your address to BradThomasArt@AOL.com, the way I can get your paint set shipped out to you. So I hope this has been an awesome season. I know I've really enjoyed this season. It's been a super fun season. So many great projects. I met so many people along the way. So please like and subscribe to these videos. Thank you everyone for these for such a successful season 4. Please share the channel, the YouTube show. That helps me tremendously, so I can get back on there and get a season 5 for you guys. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you all so much, and we'll try to do more giveaways on here. So this one here is ready for the art gallery. So is yours, and I'll see you in season 5.